What up, world? What up? Welcome to another episode of Convos with Deej. I'm the Deej. This is episode 7. Today is Tuesday, October 5th, 2021. So thank you for tuning in if you're watching today or in the future or whenever. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Today I'm going to talk about why I'm a DJ. Now, most people may think that when you think of a DJ nowadays, most people, the first DJ you think of is like DJ Khaled, um, which I mean he is a DJ, so I can't take that from him. But he's more of a, at this point in his career, he's more of a producer. So, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Like I'm not chasing. I don't want to be a DJ for the fame. When I think of a DJ, it's two names that really come to me. It's Jazzy Jeff, obviously from the Fresh Prince. Like he's the GOAT in my mind. Like he's the GOAT of mixing. Even though I know there are other DJs who may be better at scratching or who could do crazy things on the turntables or whatever. As far as what I look for in a DJ, like Jazzy Jeff, he kills it every time. He's got song selection. Obviously, he knows how to scratch. He's killer with the transitions, samples. He does it all. Like if you haven't seen his, he does live streams on Twitch and YouTube every, I believe, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I believe it was Wednesday, Friday. Now I think Wednesday, Saturday. Now I think he's doing Friday. But check out his live streams and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You can even go to his website and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. As from my viewpoint, as far as what I'm looking for when I listen or when I go out and I listen to a DJ. Like I'm listening to what songs they're gonna play and how the transitions are. Those are the two most important things to me. I don't really care about scratching. Not to say that it's not important. It's just I can't do it right now. I haven't learned how to do it yet. So scratching's not important to me. But even if I could scratch, like do crazy scratches, it would still mean nothing if my song selection was trash and I didn't know how to blend like BPMs or at this point how to blend with keys, because you can either do BPM beats per minute or you can do by key, which is like music theory. So those two things right there is just like it's another aspect of DJing that most people don't even know about, which can be a headache, but I enjoy it. So that's one of the reasons that I want to be a DJ, or that's why I keep doing it, because it challenges me every time that I touch every time I touch the turntables, every time. Never fails. Like I'm trying to figure out one, how I feel. That's leading to another reason why I like being a DJ, or why I'm a DJ. It allows me to express how I'm feeling at any given time. Like I can make a mix and I can put it out to the world, and it's also, what's the word? I'm gonna use a different word. Therapeutic for me, because when I first started, going on like 4 or 5 years ago, as far as I guess putting my emotions out, I was doing DJ's playlist. That was just me making like 10 songs. I started off with 10, but I increased it to 20. So like 20 songs of me, of just my emotions, how I was feeling that day. And I was putting out playlists probably like every day for the first, I'd say, year and a half, 2 years. And then that would lead to like probably like 2019. That's when I got my first small controller set, the DDJ WeGo 2. So I started experimenting with that. I always had the DJ app on my phone, but once I had the physical in front of me, that's when I started experimenting with that. But it wasn't until last year when I started actually putting mixes out. So that whole progression of going from Spotify playlists to actually doing mixes on my own is been therapeutic for me because it's allowed me to not only express how I'm feeling, but it's allowed me to get better at the craft of DJing. So that's a major reason why I like DJing in itself. It allows me to just express how I feel, and that's what most artists are trying to do. They just want they just want to express themselves, and if people can gravitate towards that, that's cool. And if not, then I mean that's fine. I still get to say what I want to say, or I still get to put out the feelings that I want to put out. Like for the past few mixes, it's just been about love, like love songs, house songs that revolve around love. But that's just been the mood that I've been in. So, and it's been good for me because I get to dig deeper and take myself into a different space, and it makes me feel good. Like I don't want to always listen to. Not saying like trap music is bad. Like wouldn't say there's any good or bad music, but listening to one kind of music all the time is, for me personally, it's dumb. Like it's annoying. Like you don't wake up every day feeling the same way. You may wake up today feeling happy, and you may wake up tomorrow feeling sad for some reason. So why would I play the same song every day and expect that to change? For me, it just doesn't make any sense. So when I wake up, like literally the first thing that I do when I wake up, roll over, probably turn my headphones on, and I usually, if I don't have the song that I want to listen to the night before already set up, then I'm going to just look for a song to express that fits how I'm feeling when I wake up. 9 times out of 10, I'm in a good mood. If I'm not in a good mood, then I mean, it's not like I'm in a like bad mood, but sometimes you're just not feeling it. So I may put something on. I may need something slower to like start my day off, and then maybe midday, that's when it's like, oh, okay, I'm feeling better now. So like that's just one of the powers of music in itself. It has the ability to change how you feel at any given moment. You can turn a song on and it flashes you all the way back to whatever year, whatever time, whatever you were doing. If you hear a song, it has the power to do that to you. And that's one of the things that only music can do. Like it's only music and like sounds and smells that can really do that. You might smell something and that takes you back to your childhood. You might hear a song and it takes you back to this crazy party you're at. Like, oh my God. It's so many songs that I have that take me back to good experiences and bad experiences. So, but you put them all together, and I mean that's you get me. Like if you go through my phone, it's all the songs that I would say make up who I am for the most part. Like hip hop, house, like hip hop gives me confidence. House, like it makes me want to dance. I got R&B and soul because like I'm not sensitive, but I guess I'm in touch with my emotions. Like I know how I feel, like, and I'm able to express them. Not always the best way articulately with my words, but I can definitely express them over here. So it's like that. It's just one of those things. Like every time I think about music, like I can't get over it. It's crazy. But getting a little off track. Why I'm a DJ? It's not for the fame, and it's not really for the money. Because if it was about the fame, then I'm sure I could find a way to be famous, to be a famous DJ. But that's not the priority for me. Like I don't want to. No knock to DJ Khaled. I don't want to be like DJ Khaled. Like I don't want people to just know me for like, yo, we the best. Like that's cool, and it's a good mantra. Like not knocking that at all, but I mean, other than that, and like his Snapchat videos, like that's all you really get from him. And he loves his son, he loves his family. That's all good. But those are the only aspects of DJ Khaled that you really get. And I mean, that comes with fame. Like, you can only get like small portions of these famous people. You know, we're supposed to be or we expect to know them based off the small chunks that they give us. As humans in general, like Instagram, social media, we just give people small chunks of who we are, and people think like, oh, well, I know this person because of these small chunks. It's like, you don't know me. Y'all don't. That's going somewhere else. But that's, like I said, it's not for the fame, and I would love to make. I want to make as much money as I can being a DJ, but I'm not DJing because I want to make a million billion dollars off of DJing. That would be perfect. Like, yeah, who doesn't want to make $1 billion doing something that they love? But it's that right there. It's like, I'd rather make $1 billion doing something that I love than to make $1 billion in the office and like I just hate my job and I hate my life. But I got $1 billion, so that's cool. It's like, there's more to life than just the $1 billion, and that's crazy to say, but it's true. Like, it's billionaires, millionaires, they got everything, but are they happy? No, they're trying to go to space. So, like, what does that tell you? What's out in space that it feels like they're running away from their issues, from the issues that are on Earth? But I mean, hey, what do I know? But yeah. So anyway, I'm not chasing being a DJ, or I don't want to be a DJ because of the fame or because of the money. I want to be a DJ because this is what I love doing, and I can't see myself doing anything else than being a DJ. I wake up every morning. The first thing I do, like I said, is I put these headphones on and I'm listening to music. I go throughout the day, I'm listening to music. If you've been my friend, or if you've known me for the past probably like 10 plus years, rarely have you ever seen me without headphones, like without beats, different varieties throughout the years. You rarely see me without them. In class, walking in the gym, wherever, like, I have these on because that's how much I love music. Like, anything that happens, I can just put my headphones on and just block out whatever's happening and just keep going about my business. That might not work for everybody, but I mean, it works for me. So what else you want from me? Like, I'm doing what's best for me, and that's a message that I guess is important for everybody. You need to do what's best for you instead of chasing the bag or chasing the fame. Like, do those things make you happy? Because at the end of the day, you only get one life, allegedly, unless you believe in reincarnation. Another story. But you only get one life. You're only here for X amount of years. Even if you let's say we all get 100 years, you're going to spend 40, 50 of them in an office, and you only get 2 weeks of vacation. I mean, if you love being an accountant, or if it's what you love, then yes, go ahead and do that. But 9 times out of 10, people are not doing what they love. People are just going to work to get the bag, and then they find excuses to be like, yeah, this place is fine. Like, they're just settling instead of being like, you know what, I don't like this job, and why don't I take a risk on myself and do what I want to do and figure out how to make that work, instead of going out here and being concerned about making the money. Like, the money, and that's what all the famous people, celebrities, rich people keep saying. Is like, you focus on doing what you love, and the money will come to you. Like, all the things that you want will come to you as long as you focus on doing what you love and focus on love, basically. Like, admitting that frequency of just being positive. Some people may say it's crazy talk, but it's really not. Like, you can either be up here, like higher frequency, higher vibration, or you can stay down here and keep dealing with the same shit that you keep dealing with. So, and I choose to be up here. Like, I've been down there. it sucks. It's not fun. Nobody wants to be at the bottom, but most people also aren't willing to take the risk to climb to the top. They're just willing to, like, all right, I'll start from the bottom, but if I could just get to the middle, like, fuck the middle. The middle's not where it's at. I want to be up here. I'm trying to get up there, like high frequency, bro. I don't have time to. I'm at this stage in my life. I don't have time to keep playing games and like stay down here. It's like there are things in my life that I want, and I believe that DJing, tying it all together, I believe that DJing is my way of getting the things that I want. Like, I can't go to. I've done the jobs where it's like, all right, well, you're paying me good money, but it sucks. Like, I go through the typical day for your average worker. You wake up an hour, maybe 2 hours early. You gotta drink your coffee or you smoke your cigarette or whatever you gotta do in the morning to get yourself ready for work. Then you have to leave. You have to leave your house. You're not leaving your house and you're going to be at work. Some people, yeah, you could leave your house and be there in 5 minutes. Most people are leaving their house an hour and a half early so they can be a half hour or 15 minutes early at their job. Then you guys spend 8, 9, 10 plus hours at this one place. Or if you're outside, all right, but you're still doing, that's still 10 hours that you could be committing to yourself and committing to what you love and what you really want to do with your life and focusing on that instead of getting this small bag compared to how much the companies are really making, because they're paying y'all chump change when you're being honest. But I do understand the aspect of working hard, and I'll never not working ever. You got to go out here and get the bag. But if you're able to put yourself in a situation where you can focus on your dream, as crazy as it sounds, if you can put yourself in a situation where you can focus on your dream and survive until your dream kicks off, and it's like, this is what I've been working for, it's like, you'll be all right. But most people aren't willing to take that chance. Me, I am. I don't need to go into my story because I don't really want to. That's my story, and when I'm ready to tell it, I'll tell y'all. But right now, I'm still on the journey of becoming the man or the DJ that I want to be. So again, it's not about the fame, it's not about the money for me. It's about the love of the music. Like, I've been in love with music since I only have 2 childhood memories that I really remember. Well, I'm like, my earliest childhood memories, I'll put it like that. The first one is me jumping in the pool. I was like, I don't know, I was like a babyish, but like it was like a deep pool at UMBC in Baltimore. I just jumped in. Like, I didn't know how to swim or anything. I just jumped in. Like, I don't know. But that's kind of example of me. Just like, my whole life, it's just been like, yo, I no fear. Like, I mean, as you get older, there's fear, but at the same time, it's just like, yo, sometimes you just gotta jump and just see what happens. Like, I ended up being okay. I'm still here, so obviously it didn't turn out that bad. I'm not the best swimmer now, but that's also on me. Like, I don't swim like that, but I can swim enough to it's like, okay, cool. But that's one of my earliest memories. But the second memory is my oldest brother. I have 2 brothers. My oldest brother, he was DJing when I was growing up, and he still has his turntables and everything. But I was going to a party, I guess, at Chuck E. Cheese, and he had his turntables in his room. He had his microphone, and then like we made a song, like just like a simple song. Like, it was just me on the mic, and like I was just saying Chuck E. Cheese. Like, I don't remember what the song was, but I remember me being on the mic I remember the turntables, and I remember Chuck E. Cheese. Like I do remember those three things. So shout out to Chuck E. Cheese. But anyway, bringing it back, that's one of my earliest memories. Like the turntables and the microphone. Before I knew anything about hip hop, before I knew anything about genres, BPM, transitions, anything about basically anything, like that's what I remember. And then as I grew older, like my brother still had the turntables. I remember, I would just remember I would like it would I would gravitate towards them. They would be in the basement. Like sometimes he'd have them in the basement, and like you could just press the button, and you would see it turn, and it had like a light on the side, and like just like the way that it would turn, but it would be like it would turn like this, and it was hypnotizing to me. Like just like how does this work? It was no vinyl on it. It was nothing on there. It's just like I would just like to see how it turned, and the light was crazy because it would show you like, all right, this is going, this is, it's like, all right, that's, but I knew nothing about music. But then as I got a little bit older, I got into a boys choir when I was in private school at St. Paul's, and that taught me about like how to read music, and it taught me about, because I was singing at a Catholic church / school. It took me out of my comfort zone as far as music, because before that, all I really listened to was whatever was on the radio, and I didn't really listen to hip hop when I was young. I was really I was raised with mainly older adults, so and they really only listened to like the old like 70s, 80s, 90s music, like R&B, soul music, which was influential on me because I still listen to that to this day. Golden age of music, I guess. I love it. But I digress. Once I got into the choir, that exposed me to a different side of music that looking back on, I had no idea how influential that would be, because now, as bringing it back to like key matching, I know what the keys are. I may not have the like pitch perfect ears. I don't know if you can train for that or not. I don't have that right now, but it's easier for me because it's like, oh, okay, well, I know that you can play this key with this key, even though there's a circle that you're supposed to you're really supposed to follow, and you can go like this way and all of this. But I also know, like on a piano or on the scale in general, that you have chords and you have keys, and you can play this. You go from here to here. You can do that. Like those things all tied into this. And then me getting older, I listened to different music. Hip hop became more influential on me when I was like in the probably like 4th, 5th grade, going on up to that. Hip hop kind of gave me my confidence. Like, all right, anytime I listen to a hip hop song, it's like, all right, I'm feeling myself. Like, bet. But, and then, you get older, go to college. Then me and AJV were doing the Black Student Union fashion shows. We were doing those. We were using the turntables that AJV had at the time. And I had the DJ app, so we were doing that. And then I also had a radio show with Jasmine Duke. My freshman year, I was playing music on there. Like my whole life, I've just been obsessed with music. But I didn't realize how obsessed I was until probably my 3rd year or 4th year of college, when I just realized, when I had to college, that's when I realized, it's like, oh, maybe I can do this for real. Like, maybe I could do this for a living. I think I was listening to One Love by Nas, and it just hit me. It's just like, man, I could do this. Like, I think I could produce something like that. And that's when I started thinking, like, all right, maybe I'll be a producer. But I progressed. Now I've progressed. I still want to be a producer, but I've progressed. Currently, I'm a DJ. And DJs can be producers, but not all producers are DJs. So I have the ear for music, so it's only going to take a matter of me learning how to use whatever program to learn how to make beats or produce music. That I can do that. That's not going to take me as much time because I've already done this. Like, I already know what to listen for. As a DJ, you have that ear for what sounds good and what sounds not good. I'm not going to say bad, but what sounds better than something else. What's going to make somebody be like, ah, versus what's going to make somebody be like, like you, as a DJ, you want people, you want to see people's expression. Like, you put the song on, you're like, oh my God, he played that song or she played that song. Okay, like, you want people to lose their minds. You want people to leave and be like, that was crazy. He played this, she played that. It's like, that's what I'm here for. Like, I thrive off of that feeling. When somebody tells me, like, your remix was great, like, yeah, that's what I want. Like, the money will come, but it's more about me expressing how I feel, and if people like it, I like that too. If they don't like it, then I mean, like, that's not that important. It's not really important. The most important thing is that I was able to express how I feel, or that I can do this. Like, it's just that simple. So, I know I went on a long spiel. It's a lot more, and I don't have the best lighting today. The sun's not out, and there's a bunch of stuff going on. But I wanted to get this video out because I'm working on being more consistent. So, I'm working on, my plan is to do videos for Tuesdays. Tuesdays, I'm probably just going to talk about life or whatever topic I have on my mind at the time. And I'm thinking Saturdays I'm gonna drop like the music video, or not music video, but like a music vlog, whatever. Just reviewing music from Friday, since Friday's the new release day, or whatever I have on my mind that day. So I'm working on. I'm gonna do my best to do Tuesdays and Saturday releases. So hold me to it. But yeah. With that being said, it's not getting late, but I have yoga in about an hour, so I got to get ready for that. So thank you for tuning in. It's been episode 7. I'm the Deej. Till next time. Peace.